So today I'm going to show you how to set up an A-line. You're going to need a 1-liter bag of normal saline, a pressure bag, an A-line setup, and extra red caps if needed. Sometimes people use them, sometimes they don't. The red caps will stand out a little bit more on your A-line if you prefer. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to open up your A-line setup. Make sure you don't discard the caps that come with the setup. These are just extras. And the first thing that I do is you're going to want to remove the air from your bag. You're going to spike your bag. Then you're going to unspike it. And I kind of put it under my arm. Slowly push out all of the air until you get a tiny bit, and then respike it. And now your bag is free of air. Next, you're going to stick the liter bag into your pressure bag. And you're going to hook it inside the pressure bag on the hook. Pull it down to make sure it's secure. And then you're going to pump up the pressure in your dial to 300 millimeters of mercury, which will be the green zone. Sometimes I'll go a little bit past just until you see the red, so that when you flush your line, you lose a little bit of pressure and it's still in the green. So there's the green. And I go right until you just see a little bit of red, because when you flush your line, you do lose some pressure. So next you're going to flush out your entire line, making sure that you're free of air. You're going to start at the first main port. You turn the dial off in the direction opposite your bag. Take this cap off. Flush your line until you see that all the air is out. Cap it and turn your dial towards the cap. Then you're going to move to your next line, or your next port. Same thing, off direction opposite of your bag, remove your cap, flush from your main port until all the air is out, and then recap it. And again, turn it off towards the cap. Sometimes you have to make sure your ports are tight. And then your last one, you can just flush. And then your A-line is completely flushed. You're going to hand this to the doctor, which they're going to either connect to the A-line they're working on, or you're going to exchange it out with the A-line that's already placed. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to hook your main port with the monitoring tail. I like to think of it as a dog tailed down. And you're going to hook it up to your monitor just the way it fits, and you are ready to go. So one important step after you have your A-line all set up, right before you're going to zero it, is you're going to make sure that you still have an adequate amount of pressure in your bag. So I can pump it up a little bit more so that it's further in the green, and then you're set to zero it.
Okay, so to zero the probe, the A-line probe to atmospheric pressure, first we're going to turn the monitor on. And we're going to scroll down to P1 after it's done with the self-test. And that will bring up the A-line menu, and we'll bring it to zero probe. At this point, we're ready to get the sensor ready. So we will turn it off to the patient, open to atmospheric pressure, give it a flush, and now we're ready to zero the probe. Oh. The cap stays off. We'll zero the probe. Then you can see it says zeroing, and now it's zeroed. Now we can put the cap back on, go off to atmospheric pressure, and go back to the main menu. That's it.